Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being well-informed. Today, we're embarking on a really delightful and incredibly practical deep dive. We're exploring those most beloved items, the ones that truly transform a house into a home. These aren't just objects, right? They're kind of the silent architects of warmth, comfort, personality, all that good stuff in our living spaces. We're going to unpack why these specific items resonate so deeply with people and what they reveal about our shared human desire for sanctuary. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, so this deep dive, it draws its insights from excerpts from home decor favorites, which is basically a compilation highlighting these really popular choices people consistently make when, decorating their homes. Our mission today isn't just to list these items off. It's more about uncovering the underlying appeal, the practical genius behind each one, really understanding the deeper psychological, maybe aesthetic reasons they contribute so powerfully to that feeling of home.
hmm I'm always fascinated by how simple things, really simple things, can have such a huge impact on our mood and just how we experience the space. And when we look at the top contenders from our sources, well, a recurring theme immediately stands out to me. It's the incredible power of light and scent. How they create an immediate sense of ambiance. Think about items like LED flameless candles, scented candle sets, and those whimsical LED string lights. It really seems we're drawn to creating a specific kind of atmosphere.
Absolutely. And what's truly compelling here is how these items tap into our most sort of primal desires for comfort and well-being. Take the LED flameless candles and the scented candle sets.
Yeah.
They offer that warm, flickering glow, those evocative aromas, things humans have associated with safety, gathering relaxation for, well, millennia. And in a modern context, the flameless versions give you that Hydge feeling, that coziness,
Right.
but without any safety concerns. So it marries that ancient comfort with modern convenience.
Yeah.
It speaks to a really deep need for sensory enrichment, creating an immediate nonverbal signal that just says, relax, you're home.
Yeah.
And the scented candles specifically, they activate our olfactory sense, which is so intimately linked to memory and emotion. It makes the space instantly feel familiar, comforting.
That makes perfect sense. It's really about setting a scene, isn't it? And speaking of scene setting, what about those ever popular LED string lights, sometimes called fairy lights? They've moved way beyond just, Christmas decorations now.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, their appeal lies in their ability to cast this really soft, diffused light. It instantly transforms the mood of a room. Unlike, say, harsh overhead lighting, fairy lights create these little pockets of intimate illumination.
hmm
They make large spaces feel cozy and small spaces feel, well, kind of magical.
Mm.
And they're incredibly versatile, aren't they? You can use them creatively, frame a window, accent a bookshelf.
Yeah.
They provide this subtle sparkle that can evoke, you know, playfulness or serenity, depending on how you use them. It's less about just illuminating an area
Right.
and more about painting with light, really,
Yeah.
to create a desired feeling.
That shift from purely functional lighting to emotional lighting that's really insightful. Okay, so moving on from light and scent, another strong trend we see is this desire to bring the outdoors in. But with a modern twist, our sources highlight the widespread appeal of artificial potted plants, which, for a long time, let's be honest, these were almost a taboo in design circles.
It's an interesting evolution, isn't it? If we connect this to the broader concept of biophilic design,
Mm,
which emphasizes connecting humans to nature and the built environment, well, artificial plants offer a really low maintenance solution. Let's face it, not everyone has a green thumb,
definitely not me.
or the time, or maybe the ideal light conditions for live plants. And modern artificial plants, they become so realistic. The texture, the color, even how they replicate natural growth patterns.
Yeah.
They genuinely contribute to that biophilic aesthetic without the upkeep.
Yeah, they have gotten much better.
So they meet that innate human desire for natural elements within our living spaces, which can reduce stress, enhance well-being,
Yeah.
all with basically zero fuss.
I've noticed that too. The quality improvement is huge, making them a viable design choice now. Okay, so we've covered ambiance and bringing nature in, sort of. Let's shift gears a bit to items that perfectly blend practicality with aesthetics, making our homes not just beautiful, but also highly functional, organized. I'm thinking about things like woven storage baskets, sheer or blackout curtains, and even decorative wall mirrors.
Yes. These items really underscore the idea that a truly comfortable home is one that functions well. It just works. Woven storage baskets, for instance, they're brilliant because they offer such an elegant solution for managing everyday clutter.
Which can be so stressful.
Exactly. Clutter can be a huge source of visual stress. And these baskets provide a visually appealing way to just tuck things away. contributing to a sense of calm and order while simultaneously adding texture, warmth, maybe a touch of artisan craft to the decor.
Hmm.
So they're not just storage, they're really an integral part of the design itself.
And curtains, whether sheer or blackout, they seem so fundamental, right? Yet they're consistently on these favorites lists. What makes them so beloved?
Well, their appeal is really rooted in our need for control and sanctuary. Curtains are essential for privacy, obviously,
Sure.
but they're also incredibly powerful tools for light management. Sheer curtains can gently diffuse harsh sunlight, creating a soft, airy glow.
Yeah.
While blackout curtains offer, complete darkness for optimal rest and privacy, they allow us to instantly tailor our environment to our immediate needs. And that profoundly impacts our comfort, our sleep quality, our overall sense of well-being. It's about creating that personal cocoon, a space where you can truly escape and relax.
A cocoon, I like that. And what about the decorative wall mirror? Seems like such a simple item, but they're incredibly popular.
Mirrors are fascinating, actually, because they offer this dual utility. Beyond their practical use for, well, reflection, they're incredibly powerful design tools. They can dramatically alter the perception of a space. A well-placed mirror can make a small room feel larger just by reflecting light and extending lines. It can amplify natural light, and it can serve as a significant decorative focal point in itself. Mirrors add depth, sparkle, and can literally reflect the beauty of your room back at you, visually expanding and enhancing the space.
Okay, so we've talked about ambiance, bringing nature in, the practical beauty of things like storage and mirrors. But what about items that truly inject personality, a sense of unique style into a home? Our sources also highlight things like minimalist wall art sets and vintage-inspired wall clocks. These seem to be about a more curated, intentional aesthetic.
Absolutely. And these choices, I think, reflect a shift towards more thoughtful and personal design. Minimalist wall art, for example, isn't just about clean lines. It's about intentionality.
Yeah.
In a world that's just saturated with visual noise, constant digital input,
Tell me about it.
minimalist art offers a visual respite, a break. It provides a focal point without overwhelming the senses, promoting a sense of calm, clarity. It's really about quality over quantity, allowing breathing room for the eye, which can be incredibly therapeutic. It speaks to a desire for curated beauty that isn't distracting, but rather, well, calming.
And the vintage-inspired wall clock, it's clearly not just about telling time, is it? It feels more like a statement piece.
Precisely. A vintage-inspired clock is a perfect example of how we infuse our homes with character, with story. It's often chosen not just for its function, but for its aesthetic contribution, its design, its patina perhaps, the sense of history it evokes. It can serve as an anchor in a room, maybe a conversation starter, or just a subtle nod to a particular design area you like. It's all about adding that layer of personality that makes your home uniquely yours, rather than some generic space. It appeals to our nostalgia, our appreciation for craftsmanship, and maybe our desire to connect with the past in some small way.
So what does this all mean, really? As we've journeyed through these home decor favorites, a pretty clear pattern emerges, I think. It's not simply about owning objects, is it? It's about curating experiences. There's this powerful blend of aesthetics and practicality, a really strong desire for comfort and ambiance, and just the remarkable way simple items can truly transform a space from just, a house into a personal sanctuary. Whether it's controlling light, adding a touch of nature, managing clutter, or simply creating a cozy glow. These items are cherished for their ability to enhance our daily lives and, importantly, reflect our personalities.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture,
Mhm.
understanding the deep-seated appeal of these favorites can profoundly inform our own decorating choices.
Sure.
It's not just about following trends or buying what looks good in a magazine. It's about recognizing what truly contributes to our sense of well-being, our personal expression, our comfort within our own environments. These aren't just decorative elements, they're tools. Tools for shaping our experience of home, for creating spaces that feel supportive, calming, and truly reflect who we are.
Absolutely. Well said. So, as you look around your own living space, I invite you to consider which of these favorites do you already have, maybe without even realizing their profound impact? Which might you consider adopting to maybe elevate your own comfort and style? And perhaps even more importantly, what's your personal top item, the one thing that makes your house feel truly like home? And what does that choice reveal about your own unique definition of comfort and style? Something to ponder, maybe, until our next deep dive.